All right, everybody. Welcome to this is technically episode 1 of the Recovery Chronicles over at RE5 here at my recovery center. We are joined with Jamie this morning. We just spent the weekend together down in Melbourne for nationals. But before we get started, I've got to just bring to you the sponsors. Test by XV Labs. Okay, guys. This is a male body wash. So if you don't want a body wash with any of those harsh chemicals that lower your testosterone, increase your estrogen, okay, this is the one for you. Everything's natural about it. Feels good on, okay. It's made by men for men. And replenish, fuel your passion, okay. Basically, it's an electrolyte blend. They come in sachets, 3 flavors: watermelon, lychee, and apple. And they just go into your bottle. So we use them over here with people that go in the sauna. I have them pre-workout. And the days that I just sweat a little bit more than usual. So, Jamie, welcome, mate.
Thank you. It's good to be on here, especially after the crazy weekend we had.
Crazy weekend. Crazy fucking 6 months.
Literally.
Crazy 6 months. How was, where do you want to start?
You tell me.
We can start with the weekend. We'll start with the weekend, then we'll go all the way back. So it was the ISPB Nationals this weekend. We went down there to compete. I competed in the over 40s Masters Nationals. We got second.
Yep.
The week before we did the New South Wales show. We got the win there.
Yep.
And all in all, it was a really good weekend. The weekend topped the prep off for me.
100%. Yeah.
So, what were your thoughts on the weekend anyway?
It was obviously really good to see the national standard of the bodybuilding here in Australia. Obviously, I'm originally from the UK, Europe, been in Dubai a lot. So I've seen standard across the world. But the show was like an amazing show, amazing production. Tony put on a great show. And it's one thing that I love about here is it's good to see the energy in bodybuilding and it growing again. Because like the crowds are like mega, everyone's shouting, everyone's screaming. There's definitely a good vibe and atmosphere compared to some of the other shows that I've been to where there's not as much like passion in the crowd. So I thought that was really good to see. And obviously just good to see sort of the difference in standard compared to sort of Europe within Australia. Because Australia's kind of like almost sometimes forgotten about because you're so far away from everywhere else in bodybuilding.
Yep.
So it is really good to kind of get an idea of the standard on stage and also like, seeing the athletes and seeing, who's got potential. And yeah, it was a good weekend. And for me, it was just amazing to go to some of the gyms like Doherty's gym. It's just an iconic gym. I loved it there. Undefeated, obviously, as well.
Yep.
Which we train there as well. Again, the Melbourne scene and in the gym scene is just amazing. So for me, it was cool to go see some new gyms.
Yeah.
That I watched like growing up, especially Doherty's.
Yeah, the Doherty's one.
Yeah. So that was cool. It was a really cool weekend, man.
The Melbourne gym scene probably in the country is the best.
Yeah.
Just the amount of gyms, the quality of the gyms, and like the actual vibe.
The vibe, yeah. It seems like they've got like a more like a community, a bodybuilding community in Melbourne. I think Sydney, where we are here, it's a little bit spread out. Like I find myself dotting from gym to gym to kind of just change it up. Whereas in Melbourne, it feels a little bit more homely. Like I miss the fact that where you can go to a gym for like the whole day and just chill, just train, eat.
Just let's touch on that because we spoke. You told me a lot about that over the weekend.
Yeah.
So explain what you mean by that. So this is mainly coming from you living in Dubai?
Yeah, Dubai and the UK.
Mm-hmm. So it's similar in the UK too?
Yeah, we've got more of a bodybuilding gym culture where, people are there to bodybuild.
Yep.
And there to compete and there to train. Whereas I feel like in Sydney, you don't have any like true bodybuilding gyms. It's full of like, general population, people just getting fit.
Do you think that's because there are more pro bodybuilders in those parts?
Yeah, I think obviously bodybuilding as a whole is a bigger sport community in the UK, in Dubai. And I think here it's more towards fitness like lifestyle rather than like specifically bodybuilding.
Mm.
And maybe that's just because of COVID kind of killing it here a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it kind of killed the flow of it, because obviously you used to have the Arnolds, and you know, when you've got those big expos here and all the pros coming here and a big pro show, it's like that's what's going to grow bodybuilding.
But like, so explain to everyone what you mean by like going to the gym and staying there all day.
It's just like, I mean, I grew up like just watching bodybuilding, living around it, breathing it 24/7. And for me, it was like the gym was almost like a social aspect as well. You'd go, you'd chat to like fellow competitors, fellow pros, and it'd just be one big community, like one big family. And I think like that's what's like, I feel like Australia's lacking a little bit more than those other countries.
Yeah. See, because that was a foreign concept to me when we were talking.
Yeah.
Because even growing up, like me and my friends that were in it, we lived, breathed it, etc.
Yeah.
But we never like wanted to be in the gym all day. Maybe I don't know, because it's the weather.
Yeah.
Maybe like our thing was like, especially on the weekend, get to the gym early, get the workout done, and then fuck off to the beach.
Maybe that's because in the UK it's just miserable as fuck.
Yeah, maybe.
So you want to be in the gym all day.
We were at the beach all the time. So
we can't have that.
Yeah. So we would go to the gym. I remember when I was in my 20s, I'd go to the gym, would shoot out to the beach, and then we'd pop back into the gym on the way back home.
Yeah.
So it's just things like that. Maybe it's the cause of environment. And then in Dubai, the same thing, because you don't want to be out in the heat.
Yeah, like Dubai, I guess it's different. I think because the gyms are so like just crazy and they're just packed. You know, so for example, like go to Banús, bro, there's pros left, right, and center.
Yeah.
There's like people. It's just a very like sociable.
So those that don't know Banús or the gyms over like in Dubai and that, they're not like where we got a gym, we have a reception area, and we might have like a barbell cafe.
Yeah.
What's it like over there?
So Dubai's gyms are just like, I think Oxygen's 40,000 square foot.
Yeah.
You know, you've got ice bath, sauna. The changing rooms look like this is a 6-star, 5-star hotel. You've got a cafe where the sports on. You know, you've got like I'm talking huge like screens with all the sports on, playing all the sports. You know, you've got a kitchen there where you can literally just go and say, I want 200 grams of chicken, 200 grams of rice. Posing rooms, massage centers.
But Binos has got like supplement stores.
Well, Binos got supplement stores. They've got a massage center. They've got a recovery center. They've got like a cafe. I think they've got 3 cafes or 2 cafes.
Yeah, like, and then they've got a couple of supplement stores too.
They've got I think they've got 3 supplement stores in there. They've got 3 cafes, and it's just an insane space.
Yeah, so it's basically a destination just to hang out.
You could pretty much just chill there the whole day. Like you can go in there, do cardio, go get your breakfast from the cafe,
do some work,
do some work in another cafe, then go, you know, get a pre-workout meal, train. It's just like a completely different, just a different world, man. I guess you got the PTs that are there all day as well, so it's like you know, they can literally, you wouldn't even have to meal prep there. You just go there and just kind of wing it. Yeah,
well, you know? That's what you even said over the weekend. Yeah. It's probably cheaper to meal prep in Dubai than do your own cooking. And something.
It works out. I mean, I used to own a food prep company out there, and honestly, there's not much difference between meal prep and going out and buying groceries because everything's imported.
Yep.
You know, so it actually it's just so easy and convenient. Like even when I go there now, I actually just rang my old business partner. I was like, can you do my chicken for me? My chicken and my steak and all that. So I actually asked him, but like worst case scenario, like I can land tomorrow. I can go drive to Banús, do my cardio there, grab like 500 grams of chicken, 500 grams of shrimp, you know, whatever I need for the day, bring it home, and I just weigh it out and done.
Ready to go.
I'm ready to go. Or I can literally just go there and actually get my meal and just get 6 of them and just go.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, so it's just very convenient.
Dubai is about convenience, though.
Dubai's about convenience, and like I miss it, but it's a total different way of life here, and it's just different, you know. That one's better than the other. Like one's very convenient. One here's got a bit more soul and a bit more like homely. Whereas Dubai can kind of get a little bit soulless. Yeah. So
I see that definitely. So you're going back. You got to go back for a month.
Yes. So I actually fly tonight. So we tried to get this podcast done quick. Didn't we?
We'll get it in while it's all fresh, while it's all hot.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back. So from last week, like I kept this quiet. I didn't actually tell you that I wasn't telling anyone.
Yeah.
So the only way that anyone knew I was doing anything was from your posts.
Yeah, literally.
If they caught
onto
right?
it, yeah.
So, and I didn't tell you not to post. I didn't tell you to post. I just like, you do you, like you do with all your other clients. Yeah. But basically, let's rewind to. Might as well go back to the start.
Yeah.
We first met because I was going
Nationals.
we've gone through the photos. Going through the photos this morning. And it was nationals. It was season A.
Season A, yeah.
The pro qualifier in, I think, March or April or something like that. We met each other there, had a big chat, and we literally flew back to Sydney.
We just kicked it off
and started training like on the Tuesday or the Wednesday. Yeah. So, so Jamie worked out. I had the newbie. Jamie's used the newbie in the past. He enjoyed using it, and he wanted, like, you were about to start prepping. You're getting ready to prep.
Yeah, I was like contemplating prepping. I was kind of like in the mindset I was in Melbourne of like, let me just do my own thing and just kind of get ready with no date.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously that doesn't usually work very well because it's always very nice to have like a clear plan in place.
It's kind of like a pre-prep.
Yeah. So it was like almost like just get in shape pretty much and then kind of go from there. And to be honest, that Melbourne weekend, like that was the tough weekend because I was there with FIFA Fitness and I was traveling a lot at the start of the year for clients and all this sort of shit. So, but yeah, we met there at Nationals and we got chatting about the newbie, which in my opinion is one of the absolute best machines you can use when it comes to try bringing up a weak body part. I think if anyone has the ability to go use one on like the legs, it's just phenomenal. Mm. So obviously you were Mr. Newbie. And then when I found out that, you know, we just set it off like a house on fire and got chatting. You actually said, I might, you know, get you to prep me. And I was like, okay, so you train me. I prep you.
So what happened was I every time I go to the pro qualifiers or the nationals for the last 10 years, I leave saying I'm going to do a show. Another show. It lasts like 4 weeks, right? This year, like there was added motivation, obviously, that we'll talk about later. I had all my stars had aligned, as in I could do this prep quite easily if I wanted to. Everything was just in place to do it. And then we started training together, started chatting. Obviously, then we're on each other's Instagram, and I'm seeing your posts come up because I was training for about 2 or 3 weeks before I had that chat. And then I'm just seeing these posts come up. This motherfucker's in shape. This motherfucker's in shape. This motherfucker's dry. I'm like, fuck. Okay, because if I ever wanted to compete again, that's the look that I wanted. And we spoke about that too in Melbourne. And so I was like, let's do a prep. Like, yeah, for sure. Let's do it. So I asked you that. I sent you the first check-in video where you were like, I'm in for a job here. Right? I'm in for a job here. And I was like, I told nobody. So, like, I'll fast forward again. I literally told nobody. I told my wife the Tuesday before the show.
Yeah, she didn't know. I remember saying that on the show. I only found out last week.
She didn't know. And I only told her because I needed to shave my back.
So you had to do it.
I was
like I need help.
Kind of got to do something.
I think that's sometimes the best way to prep because you're not doing it for anyone else but yourself.
Well, the added benefit I had, and everyone knows this about me, is I just eat clean all the time. I'm eating out of a container 6 times a day because I'm working so much. I'm prepping my food. I'll get all my food from Food for Fitness. It's all comes just done, right? And I've been doing that for years. Like since my last show, I haven't missed a beat. I don't miss training. I don't miss cardio, whatever, right? So there's no difference to my lifestyle,
your routine,
to the fact that my wife didn't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So it was.
I have to try that one.
Yeah. I tell you, the only reason I didn't tell her was because I knew as soon as we had a fight, she'd go, because you were fucking prepping.
Yeah.
It's because you're prepping.
That's what I need to do, maybe.
Nah. So no one knew. There wasn't many fights anyway, but there was no possibility of her blaming it. So, and then another thing was really good was, what's the worst thing when people know that you're getting ready for a show? How's the diet going?
Yeah, they just chat to you about it. Oh yeah.
How the fuck do you think?
Or like the worst one, you're looking small, like, and you're looking like you've lost weight. the lost weight. It's like, yeah, you said,
sick?
oh, have you lost weight? And you're like, fucking hell, like, if I'm meant to try to stay as big as possible.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, so that was really good. I didn't have to talk about it.
Yeah.
So that meant
you could just focus.
that I could focus, but the focus was really during cardio, during my weight session. Outside of that, because no one spoke to me about it, I didn't really have it on my mind.
Yeah. And I think the good thing is because you're always so busy, you don't have the time to think.
Yeah.
I always say, like, some of the best things to do when you're prepping is just stay busy as possible.
Do shit. Yeah.
Just stay busy as possible, because the moment you start to think, oh, I'm prepping, and you start feeling sorry for yourself, and it's like, oh, poor old me. Mm-hmm. But no, just go about your day, tick your boxes, feel normal. And
this was the first. So every afternoon I go pick up my son Apollo from daycare. My wife works till about 5, 6. So this was the first prep I had with a kid, which was like, it's a blessing, because I get him, he didn't care what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He just wants to play.
Yeah.
And if I used it, if I'm being hungry, I'll just feed him.
Yeah.
So I'll be a feeder. Yeah. So you want a milkshake? You want some ice cream? Let's just
making
go.
Some gains.
Yeah. So that was good, because the morning was like, my morning was like real early, 12 to 3. That was just me recovery cardio. And then I worked, and then in the afternoon it was just me and him.
Yeah.
In the afternoon it was time with the missus, and the days just rolled.
Yeah, it flies by, doesn't it? And I think the best thing that you did was, like, when you're doing it for you're not telling the world, and you're doing it for yourself. It's like, it's just, you're so focused, man. I think a lot of people get into this sport for the wrong reasons. They do it for clout. They do it for Instagram. They do it for gratification from other people, but they don't do it for themselves.
Yeah.
It's like back in the day when I started bodybuilding, there wasn't really Facebook and Instagram. It only just really started. And it's like, we did it because we loved it.
You mainly love training first.
Yeah, we just love training, man. We love training. We love seeing our physiques develop. We love seeing ourselves get better, and I think that these days you're getting a lot of people who just do it for the wrong reasons, or feel like they need to do it to prove a point,
or be involved
in it, or, get some likes from females. Like, this is what blows my mind, is like, no female cares. Like, it's like, you're going to get more dudes liking your shit than females. Like, you being in shape and posting an ab picture is going to get more guys liking your photo, and some probably like strange like comments, slide in your inbox, than any female, you know what I mean?
100%.
So I think, like, it's good because you had that goal, and you obviously had external motivation, but you didn't tell anyone. So it was just you and the love for bodybuilding, which I love. Like, like, if I wasn't in the position where I was like, I feel like a lot of pros now benefit from being active on social media. That's how they get monetary gains. So you kind of have to tell people.
You have to, yeah.
But like, back in the day, like, I just stay covered for like 16 weeks, turn up to the show, and like,
that was the thing.
Yeah.
That was like years ago. You didn't want to,
No.
like, you train in hoodies. You train.
I train in a hoodie, put up. I don't even know how I looked with a pump in the gym. And like, I swear down, like, some of my preps when I was younger, I didn't post any photos. I just turned up to the show. And the great thing was I was so focused and just locked in, because nothing else mattered. I didn't care what anyone else thought. I was just focused on being the best version of me and standing on stage the best version of me.
Yep.
No need to get likes, no need to do this. Obviously now the whole social media's changed, and sometimes we need to do it to document our journey, give out information.
But it's not even it's because the people get an attachment, a kind of an attachment to, they feel like they know you too.
Yeah.
So then they become invested, emotionally involved. They want to see how you're doing. Then when they decide to get in shape, they're going to go find their coach.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a necessary evil, right?
Yeah,
now.
It's that's the thing. It's like, I'd love to not have social media, but like, it is also like the biggest advertisement.
Yep.
In terms of business that you could get.
You can't not have it.
No, you can't not have it anymore. Especially as the professional athlete as well. And, a lot of the other pros, they rely on that to bring them their income.
Yes.
So, but it is cool to see someone just go after it because they fucking love bodybuilding. I'm the same as you. Like, whether I compete or not, I'm always going to be up doing cardio first thing in the morning, and I'm always going to train. I can't remember last time I missed a cardio session. I don't think I did.
No.
Even like this weekend, we got up at like 5 a.m. to do cardio.
Sunday morning
after your show, and I got up at like 5 a.m. before the show to get it done, and then trained before you were on stage. So I literally got up, did cardio, went back,
you actually planned it in between what I was doing, just so you could make sure you could see me and see me after I eat.
Yeah.
What time are you going to go get a massage? What time are you getting tanned? Okay, I'll get up then. When you get home, then I can go train. Yeah.
Because like, one thing with me is like, I always want to lead by example. I don't want to be I hate the coaches that like, and this is like no offense to any of the coaches, it's their life, they can do what they want. But I hate the fact that like some coaches are like just lazy, eat shit, like they just don't care. And I'm just like, for me, I love this shit. It's a passion. So I'm going to live and breathe it. And whether you're competing, I'm still going to tick my boxes. It just means I have to get a bit later or go to bed later or get up earlier.
What I find funny too, and look, I get the older ones that have been around forever.
Of course,
whatever, right? Yeah. But I know and I watched you this weekend, and I told a few of the boys this today, actually. You had a flick of a switch this weekend, right?
Yeah.
So you went from I've been eating 2-3 times a day, fasting till 2 p.m. Switched mode to fuck it. I'm gonna get the ball rolling here. And I saw you on the spot change your diet, put more meals in. So that was good to see as well, because now and also you're doing shit to yourself that then you're learning 100%. That you can push on to your clients. You know what I mean? So it's all intel.
Yeah, it's like even the last probably 6-8 weeks, I've just been experimenting with peptides and stuff like that, and fasting a little bit more. And like I've still been ticking my boxes, still been training, doing my shit, getting my food in. But this weekend really was like, I don't know, man. It was so sick to see you compete, and it gave me that fire, like that little switch back. I was like, fuck, like I love this shit. You know?
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. So I think sometimes like my time off is not really time off, but sometimes it's just taking a step back to take 2 steps forward.
Yeah.
You know,
you're still getting it all done, but you're just doing it a little bit
bit different in a different way that's probably more convenient for the time period, the time that I'm in. You know, but literally, like, I got back and I was like, right, okay, let's get this shit done.
Which ties in good with your trip to Dubai because you can put the foot down over there.
Yeah. So it's just like I said, the last few weeks has been like experiment with a little like a lot of the peptide use. You know, figuring out how it works with blood work. I was real skeptical out of that. We can obviously go into more detail later, but yeah, like it was good to see, man. It was good to be around it, you know. Like when you're around it, bro, the fire just comes back.
Yeah, this weekend in Melbourne was really good. Yeah. But the week before in Sydney too, like the vibe of the Sydney show.
The vibe of the Sydney show is crazy. Like that reminds me of the old Welsh shows back in the day, like in Wales. Yeah, it was like everyone was just fucking like going for it.
Yeah, you know? But everyone was happy too. Like there was no one had the shits. No one was like stomping around with their shoulders out and they're fucking carrying their watermelons. Vibe, that's right. Yeah. All right. We'll go back into. Okay. So first check-in. You said, "Yep. Okay, let's do it." Mm-hmm. You sent me what you needed from me. Yeah. I sent it through. You got it back straight away. Like you pride yourself on your responsiveness. Yeah, you just want to get back to your athletes as fast as possible.
I mean, my whole philosophy is like, no one wants to wait fucking 24 hours for a reply. No one wants to wait 12 hours for a reply. No one wants to wait 6 hours for a reply. Especially competitive bodybuilders who are trying to take it to the highest level. And I've always been someone who prides himself in client communication. So for me, I'd rather not work off these fancy PDFs. Yep. I'd rather, like, I work off WhatsApp because it's convenient and quick. And like most bodybuilders just want to know what they got to do that fucking day. They don't care about having a fancy ass spreadsheet.
What the macros are. And
like they want to know what to eat at what time, when to do it. And that's all they care about.
When you sent me, so the spreadsheets and the macros, they're more important for Genpop because they want all this information and you kind of got to keep up with everybody else, right? Yeah. When you sent me the WhatsApp text, dude, I fucking called like 3 or 4 guys and go, dude, I just got a message with a diet. That's all. It's fucking mad, right? Because I don't want any of the bullshit. And when then they go, what calories you on? Fuck if I know. I'll put in the ChatGPT later. You know what I mean? Literally. But yeah, so you sent me through. I sent you through the photos. You sent me through the diet. We got started. Okay. Go. Initial thoughts.
Okay, so when I obviously first saw Jimmy, I've seen you like online before, like previously before, and it only clicked to me actually when we started speaking. I was like, oh, I know that guy like from somewhere. And obviously the first things was like, okay, you know me, I'm honest, and it was like, right, we need to bring this waist back. And that was everything we designed around the plan was specifically about the waist. Like I knew that you weren't going to get out muscled in the Masters. We weren't going to get out conditioned because I know what my client's going to come in like. So everything was just around gut digestion, optimizing that, and getting this waist back in, and one, proving everyone that you can do that, shutting up a lot of critics, and just being the best version of yourself, you know? So I think when I planned that out, I was literally trying to think of every single aspect, like, you know, optimize gut health, optimize food digestion, optimize food sources, you know, even like the amounts of protein we have, anything that's going to slow the digestion process down or like, you know, make it quicker.
Yep.
We want to put we want to basically put as little stress on the gut as possible, whilst using as many things we can to help digestion, help the gut. And then the other part is actually training the way subconsciously and consciously. And I think all them together, because people obviously look at the transformation and be like, what the fuck did you do? And I'm like, we had a plan from day one and we executed every single fucking day to get that end results. So it's like, we didn't just like kind of wing it.
No.
We had like the exact goal from day one.
Yep.
And I think that was the most important part, is like, we knew what the main goal was. So it wasn't like, oh, okay, like now we're going to just randomly up the protein, because we know what we're trying to actually do and what we're trying to bring. And I think when we knew that you had enough muscle, and we knew that you had, I knew I could get you in shape.
Yeah.
So there were two like things that I weren't really concerned about, but everything was just focused on midsection control. And I think that's what really did it. Like, your protein was pretty fucking low.
Yeah. And I know we started not really low. We started around the 180, 200 mark.
Yeah.
And then it was just drastically, as you put it down, and I didn't lose no muscle, you just kept putting it down, putting it down.
It was like, as you got leaner, we were almost able to take the protein even lower, because you're not as heavy, so technically you don't need as much protein. And then also, as you got leaner, we were able to actually push the calories up. And utilize more carbohydrates than anything. Like, even fats, we kept pretty fucking low. Yeah. Because we didn't really want to slow any digestion process
So what
down.
I noticed, we just went low. The protein was getting lower to a point where the carbs were staying about the same until you were happy with
the condition. Yeah. And then it was boom.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And that was that like the 7 week out mark, I'm pretty sure, because we got down to as low as 103.
Yeah. And bear in mind, so you got rid of 103 and you compete at 105.
Yep.
You know, but 103 you went peeled, but 105 you peeled. And that's how I like to prep people. I like to dig early and do the hard shit early.
Because I went from 103 back to 111.
Yeah, I remember.
And then we pulled it back. Like,
it was only the last, like,
just a recon.
The last week or two that you dropped the weight, which is obviously inflammation, water.
Yeah. So when we started taking things out, the inflammation was going, and the body, it was just like landing a jet. Like, it just come down like this.
It's all about time.
So linear.
Yeah, it's all about time.
Like, it was to the point. It got to, like, when I got to that 103 mark, like, I was pretty depleted.
Yeah.
Right. That was the most tired I was of the whole prep. It was that 4 week stretch.
Yeah.
Where we were digging. And then you sent me through the new plan. It was triple the carbs.
It was
like,
pretty much.
It was triple the carbs.
Because I remember you messaging me, it was like, bro, like, I feel completely fine.
Yes.
I'm a menopause, and I was like, bro, like, you just timed everything perfectly, and you're just working with your body. So
it was
yeah.
So I started that plan on the Monday. It was Thursday.
Yeah.
And I remember, I go, dude, I feel kind of too good.
Yeah.
Is that normal? Yes, bro, you don't always have to feel bad.
Yeah.
I guess you already done the work. Now it's about like, and okay, from there straight away, training performance went up.
Yeah.
We also pulled cardio right out.
Yeah.
You would have taken it right out. Unless I said, give me a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But my training performance went up, but I did not feel like I was dieting, period.
Yeah.
So when I said I don't feel like I'm dieting, I literally didn't feel like I was dieting. And from that point, 6 weeks out, it was a cruise.
Yeah, literally. And I think we fed up pretty much every single week.
Yeah, and from that 6 week up too, we did the high carb days.
Yeah, well, we did a few cheat meals beforehand, and then we realized, okay, let's like take them out because we don't want to put too much stress on digestion.
And then you went like 1,500 carbs on Saturday, 1,500 carbs on Sunday.
Yeah, literally.
And we repeated that 3 weeks in a row. Yeah. You're just gathering intel, I'm assuming.
Yeah, like that's how like I like to do it. I like to get an idea of how someone's responding from when I give them high days. And sometimes like everybody's different. Like this is like one thing that like I pride myself in is like I don't ever have like one method fits all. I don't even have like a formula. I just kind of look at the body and where it's trending, and if it's working, I roll with it, and if it's not, I don't. Like same like when I'm working with Sam. Like Sam's diet's pretty alien to most people, but it's working for Sam. So we just kind of play with what's working. And obviously he enjoys it.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of the biggest aspects, is making sure that they enjoyed the process themselves.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I was telling you on the weekend,
Yeah.
okay, dude, I've already ordered my meals and those handles last week.
Yeah, he's like, my baseline. I'm just going back to
going back
baseline.
to I like the food so much.
Yeah.
That's evident.
Yeah.
Post show, I had salmon rice.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Both weeks in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you actually made, okay, for anyone that knows me, knows how much I love burgers.
Yeah.
I was not going out after Sydney.
Yeah, you even said,
I said, I'm not going out.
I thought you did for dinner today. He's like, oh no, I'm not going to go out. I'm like, nah, you're going out.
Yeah. Take the family, burgers. I'm like, me to question that?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know? But
again, but it was with the thought of the plan for the next week. It wasn't just go have burgers. It was like, no, I actually want you to rebound here.
But that's why I didn't push back. I was like, okay, he's telling me for a reason.
Yeah, like, I'm not like, oh, just go enjoy it because I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? I'm there like, okay, no, actually, I want you to go rebound because I want you to almost spill a little bit so that you're full going into next week.
Yeah.
And then you could see like difference between last week and this week.
Yeah.
It was just a fuller, just as hard, if not a little bit harder look.
Yeah. I was definitely
a lot fuller,
and I could feel it too.
Yeah.
But like going back, my car across the road. Sorry, I'll call him back. So basically, going back to that last 6 weeks. So back to the point of no one knowing the prep.
Yeah,
I was prepping. No one knew I was prepping because
it feels so good.
I felt so good. They were like they saw me getting really lean.
Yeah,
but I've gotten really lean before, right? But I've never been lean with like my stomach looking like that.
Yeah.
And things like that. So they're looking like that. But then they especially Fads, the owner of Riley's, he almost asked me, but I was functioning too well.
Yeah.
That he's like, oh yeah, no, he can't be competing.
And I remember we were trained at Rouse Hill, and you told Mark.
I told Mark like 3 weeks out.
Fuck off, no, you're not. And it was like 2 weeks out, bro.
Yeah.
It was literally 2.5 weeks out, I think.
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, I'm doing it. He's like, well, how do you manage to be running backstage? He's like, yeah, fuck it.
Sort it out. Don't worry, it's all good. Yeah, I got my crew. They're good. Like, okay, you won't skip a beat. But that's the thing. Like, I was that even peak week. Like, dude, I worked until Friday.
Yeah, literally every single. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And then I only didn't work until I only didn't work Saturday because I needed to book a massage. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. And then
otherwise,
Melbourne, you have to
and then Melbourne we flew down.
Yeah.
But dude, I was functional.
Yeah.
And like, we can go back to like, we can talk about the sleep thing if you want, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you would have seen this before.
No, like Jimmy's schedule's just like wild. But the thing is with yourself, it's like on paper, it's not like perfect. But I always say like the body is so fucking clever and adapts, and also you take so much pride and stress on your recovery, which again is the most. Sleep is just recovery.
Yep.
So essentially, yes, you might not be getting the actual like hours, but you're doing other shit to kind of combat.
I'm convinced
and offset fatigue.
I'm convinced like there's studies out there and there's data out there that there's people out there that don't need a lot of sleep. I have to be one of those people.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for too long.
It's your body's so adaptive. Like I believe if you function off 5-6 hours sleep for 20 years, you're going to be fine.
Yeah,
you know,
for
literally.
Sure. But the last 4 weeks I was on for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. I wanted the next day to start.
Yeah, like you get excited.
I was like, I need to get to the next day to see what I'm looking like. I want to get to the next day to see what I'm looking like. So I would go to bed at 8 and I'd wake up at 11, come down. I'd start my recovery. I did the same recovery protocol every single morning in prep. Yeah. Got here in the morning, did the PMF mat, the grounding mat, from anywhere to 10 to 15 minutes, jumped in the red light therapy bed, anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, went into the cryo, 3 minutes, went and did my cardio into the sauna.
Yeah.
Every morning.
So it's just like clockwork.
Like clockwork. Yeah. Then with the and then I just trained wherever I could fit it in.
Yeah.
Really. And whether it be like in the morning, middle of the day, at night, didn't really matter as long as I fit it in.
So ticking in the box.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, but that recovery thing played a big part. I think not only in like training, recovery, etc., just in like my quality of like my skin.
Yeah.
And I leaned heavily into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I think as well that even would have contributed to the waist, like because it's less inflammation.
Yes, everything was about
everything was about literally just taking down information. Even if we go into like PDs, it's about as little information as possible.
Well, it's the least amount of drugs I've used.
Yeah.
Ever.
I know,
especially for a prep.
Yeah, and that was the whole thing. It's like we knew that the muscles there, man. It's like it's literally just the less gear you use, the less systematic information you get.
Yep.
So the better your gut is.
Yep.
And then we also introduced like a lot of peptides, which I think really helped crank your metabolism, which allowed us to diet on such high amounts of carbohydrates and get away with it.
Yep.
But also the best thing about those is they keep you healthier.
Yes.
Which again reduces inflammation, reduces oxidative stress. The healthier you are, the better your body's going to respond.
I spoke to Fad. I called him on the way home from the airport yesterday. And he's like, how do you feel? I go, did I feel good?
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think I've ever felt healthier.
Yeah.
Like I'm keen to go get my blood this week just to see what they look like.
I want to see
because irrespective of what they say, how I feel, I've never felt this good.
I guarantee your bloods will be very good.
But they have to be because I've never ever felt this good, and I competed 2 days ago.
Yeah, exactly.
It's actually fucking wild. We didn't wing this, but like as you get closer, you look at things as like, okay, how can you like? I went to look at, okay, how do I was like, because I knew I was eating a lot of food. I'm like, all right, because we were gonna do the carb load and not eat the day before compete. I'm like, all right, if I'm going to load up early, what's the best way to clear a stomach?
Yeah,
I'll go get a colonic.
Yeah.
So I tried the colonics out.
Yeah,
and then I got speaking to the lady, and man, she opened up a big can of worms for me, and I went and did 3 back to back.
Yeah,
and the amount of shit that just come out of my intestine was
that's what I mean. Like even the small things like doing the colonics,
but then from that, not even just worrying about what's coming out. The plaque that come off the intestinal tract, which then allowed for nutrition uptake,
to be absorbed.
Dude, I even had more energy after that.
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I've had one before. Like I said, that it's the small things that people don't think about that make the big difference. And I think there was no secret to bringing the waist in. It was the combination of everything. Like we literally wore a corset 24/7. Like those of you like don't know, like corsets for like basically what the females wear. When they like want to look all thin. And I was like, from day one, I said, Jimmy, sleep in that motherfucker. Yeah, sleep in it, train in it, wear it for as long as physically possible. And
I literally, without fail, I trained in it every single day, and I did cardio in it every single day.
Yeah.
The most wild thing was, okay, so what brand was it?
Squeeze Me Skinny.
Squeeze Me Skinny.
Yeah.
Okay, so I started with a double XL.
Yeah.
So when the double XL came, I was like, hey man, I had to fucking suck the shit in. To pop it on, right? And I was like, fuck. I was like having an asthma attack to try to get it on. It got on, and then, dude, it just fucking went down. There's a smaller size, so I could put the 2 extra small.
Yeah.
Over a singlet, a t-shirt, and a jumper.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. And like it's,
so literally went down like 5 sizes. 4 sizes.
Yeah, and I was getting 2 at a time because you were getting the leather one, the one that you wear during the day, and then the training one.
Yeah,
I've got like 12 at home. I'm like, the fuck. But those that say they don't work, it's not. You're not relying on it as it's the sole purpose.
The whole sole purpose.
I'm just not going to wear it and expect shit to go in.
Yeah. It's the combination of everything together, and I think
it just makes you be aware.
I think it makes you subconsciously. You subconsciously just continuously vacuum.
Because if you hold that isometric contraction, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
If you don't, then you're struggling to breathe.
Yeah.
Because it's so fucking tight. So
and you see Keon wear it 24/7. Look at Keon's waist.
Yep.
Like I said, it's definitely not the like. It's that like 5-10%. Then they all add up to what happens. Like gut health, waist control, food, colonics. Like putting these all together is what really did it.
Yeah. And I did the only time I wore it 24/7 was during the load.
Yeah.
And that was like, because I'm not going to let nothing sit in my stomach to push it out.
Yeah.
And that made a massive difference too.
100%.
I think like just because of the sheer volume of food that was going in, my stomach stayed flat.
Yeah. I'm a huge believer in him. Like the best my waist ever looked when I slept in it.
Yep.
I slept in it for a good 8 hours. And then I'd wear it for training. So I was wearing it for 12 hours a day. you know?
Yeah.
And like, I couldn't wait to take it off. Like, you know, but,
Yes.
for that.
I think, look, because when I did sleep in it the last like 3 or 4 days, I was waking up, my fucking stomach was in.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
It was fucking in.
You feel
And
great.
that's when we'll come into the last few days. Like, the weight's fucking gone.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm getting massage. I'm getting up from the massage. I've just pulled a mini fucking vacuum.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah. And then the stage shots come out.
Yeah.
And my two favorite shots are from fucking the side.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
which
what the
is
fuck is going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think like that, and obviously a lot of the gut health protocol that we did.
Yes.
You know, using like the good mornings and
the 80
like
good morning, like the fiber,
the Project AD1, stuff like that. Like,
and then I was digestive enzymes, the glucose disposal agents. Yes,
you did BPC oral.
I use BPC oral.
KPV.
Yep.
Yeah. All those I think are like just a huge. Like anyone who ever struggles with like gut issues, I'm always like KPV and BPC oral form. Them two as like an absolute game changer. I use them 24/7. I think that putting the extra, $300-400 a month on gut health and digestive supplements, and just making sure that your body's utilizing all that food you put in. And obviously, like the best part of it is that the food is the main driver, and everything we ate was just super easy to digest.
Yes, and when you're using those things as well, it's not that they're doing the whole job.
Yeah,
they're assisting.
They're assisting in digesting the food.
Yeah, they're like a food controller. Like where you get people, you go to a music festival or whatever. Someone's going, okay, you go over there, you go park there. That's all it's doing.
Literally, yeah.
And then, but by having that there, and then increase your food a little
because you're
bit.
Digesting the food better, you're utilizing the food better.
And then as we increase the food, we just keep getting leaner.
Yeah, literally. And the food sources we use, like your protein sources, were very light. We didn't really use any red meat.
We didn't use red meat at all.
The only sort of fattier foods we used, if we did, was salmon. And then everything else was just super easy digestible carbs. Yeah. We just use carbs that sat really well in your stomach.
The only carbs I had was white rice and sourdough.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. And sourdough is one of those things that people say, like, sourdough digests so fucking well.
Yes.
I think like sourdough digests, for me personally,
same.
It digests amazing.
I'm not fucking stopping sourdough ever.
And it's like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
So like I'm the same right now. All I eat is sourdough
and
rice. That's what I mean. Like cream of rice, sourdough.
And the cream of rice, the boulder gains.
Yeah, the boulder gains.
So I was lucky enough that Jamie had a fuck ton of boulder gains, right? So those that don't know what this is, it's basically those in Australia don't really know cream of rice, right? Because our cream of rice is shit. Okay, so unless you've been to the States and used it, or you follow bodybuilding, you see them on their food diet, you don't know. So I know, I've followed Ross, I've watched his videos. I knew what boulder gains was, right? And then when you brought it up, I was like, how many you got?
Yeah.
You want to give me some?
Yeah, I was like giving them all the time. But like, honestly, that the cream of rice is just probably one of the best carbs that's ever. And even like little things to bump up the carbohydrates using the rice milk.
Rice milk, yeah.
Everything we did was just, even when we loaded, bro, like everything we did was just, again, plan is waste. That's all that's going through my head is waste. And
but what was wild, when we started to load, the waste got smaller.
Literally. And we're putting more food in.
That's right. So it was like, okay, then, that was a good sign that the weeks prior.
Yeah.
Because, tell me if I'm wrong, it got to a point on the second load day where my stomach started to distend from the volume.
Literally.
But you then said to me, it'll be all right because when we pour water, it's good. It'll counter it.
Yeah. And also we pulled the protein those last 2 months.
And we pulled the protein. And we used a sashimi.
Yeah. So like our main carb source for loading was rice, milk, cream of rice, banana, dates,
honey.
And that's pretty much it. So quick carbs, carbs that we're going to digest quickly. And also for the protein, we literally use sashimi.
Yeah. Sashimi.
And the great thing about using sashimi, like especially with salmon sashimi, you got a little bit of fats there, so it makes the carbs stick.
Yeah.
But also it's so fucking light. It's just like air,
Yeah, if anyone has had sashimi before, you could eat a fuck ton of it.
You could eat like 500 grams and it still would feel fine.
Nothing. Yeah. So I was like, all right, let's just do anything that just digested and
quick. I want him to be like hungry 20 minutes after me. I was
messaging you. I was like, dude, I can't even feel it.
I feel like I'm not eating. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, good, perfect.
Yeah, but we're doing that. They were 160, 170, 180 grams of carb
meals.
meals,
Yeah,
and they
literally.
were just going in like that,
Yeah,
like air.
yeah. So yeah, we probably loaded on like, between the foul like 1,200, I reckon. Something
Yeah,
like that, around that.
yeah. And I was starving.
Yeah, and you were still fucking hungry, which
Yeah.
is good. And then I think the main thing is like when you come to peaking, it's just monitoring closely.
Yeah.
Like we literally looked at you every 1-2 meals.
Yeah, it was every 2 meals. So
every 2 meals.
you gotta go. This is another thing with not checking. So if you get a coach, I've had coaches before. It's just a weekly check-in, fortnightly check-in, coming to the comp, weekly check-in, last couple of days, once a day, right?
Yeah.
If you get a coach that wants fucking like triple check-ins on a day, do it.
Yeah.
Like I remember, this pissed Verity off. On the site when we were doing the loads, right?
Yeah.
You're like, I need to check in Sunday morning,
Yeah.
right? I don't work Sundays, right?
Yeah,
the only day I don't go to the fucking
and you're driving to the
right?
same way.
So I'm like, fuck, but I'm like, I said something. If I give him a check, because you said we're not planning ahead, we're going to see how it goes, right? And I'm like, fuck, if I get a good result here in the morning, I'm gonna get another load day Sunday. Fuck it, I'm out, right?
Yeah, go to the same way.
I'm driving down the freeway 2 a.m, right? Just to get into my room, just to take the lights, just to take the photos, and then driving back home, training legs up at home on a Sunday morning. Dude, there was a morning I come down. I forgot my key from my office next door. I busted the fucking door open. It's still broken now, right? And people, what happened here? I go, dude, I had to do my check-in.
It was that serious.
My fucking check-in. But like that was a massive difference. How often you wanted the check-ins too.
Yeah, like I monitor people like really close because I like to see where the body's trending. I don't like to just like wing it. Like in the off season, it's different. But even most of my guys in the off season check every 4 days.
Yeah.
But I always start guys every like 4 days. And then I'll go like every 3, and then I might just go randomly like, oh, check in Tuesday, then check in Friday, and then the last then it goes to every day, then it goes to daily, and the last load is literally like every fucking hours.
Yeah, because we started it twice a week, and then I went to 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Then it was like
random.
Then it was like it was 2 in a row. Don't worry about this one. 2 in a row, and then it was basically the last 4 weeks was basically I'm just sending it every day.
Pretty much every day. Yeah.
It's made it part of my routine.
And I think that's like the important thing is like you can't you've got the goal in mind, but you can't pre-plan and everything because you're just literally going off what you see. So it's like everyone says to me like, what we do in peak week? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like I've had so many people message me, so what's the plan peak week? I said, honestly, bro, I don't have a fucking clue. I was like, just send me a check-in tomorrow. Because like how can I pre-plan how someone's gonna peak?
You don't know how they're looking.
Because I don't know. I need to know how the food's sitting. I need to know, like, okay, do I need to change it? Like, even for example, like yourself on Saturday night, I looked at your stomach and I was like, okay, let's pull the protein for 2 meals.
Yeah. So we posed at Brunswick. Yeah. And I was like, man, I fucking
you struggled to pose. Yeah. So we pulled the protein down for the next 2 meals, and then we pulled it completely for the last 2 meals.
Yeah.
And like, if I pre-planned it,
I would have just eaten the protein.
You'd have just eaten the protein, and the waste would have been blown out on stage. So it's coaching to me is like about constantly monitoring.
And then even the 2 weeks back to back for the New South Wales show, we planned to eat at 10, and then I messaged you at 6. I'm like, dude, I woke up real light, real flat, and like, okay, so instead of just waiting till 10, we halved the meal, had one at 6, and then had another one at 10.
Yeah,
and then then you had that intel for, and then because I was fuller.
This time
in Melbourne,
changes,
you're like, okay, look, just don't eat till like 10.
Yeah, just try not to eat.
Yeah, just don't eat till 10. And then I ate at 10, and then I had another real small meal at 12.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all I ate on that day.
And I think that's the thing. It's like you've literally just got to go off what you see. Like you can have a rough plan in place. I always send someone a rough plan for the last like few days. But I'm like, this plan could completely change.
Well, it did.
Yeah.
I got from Saturday. You sent me a plan on. So we followed the plan on Thursday. I followed. Then we got to Melbourne.
Yeah.
The plan changed the last 2 meals after we
trained
trained
like 3 times or 2 times.
So we changed it for Thursday night.
Yeah.
Friday morning, we woke up. I had a plan. You changed it Friday morning. Then you changed the plan again Friday night.
Exactly,
So the first 2 meals of Friday you changed. The last 2 meals of Friday you changed. And then in the morning, we woke up, we looked at it, and we were like, all right,
do this.
Let's just not eat for a while.
Yeah. That's the way like you have to coach.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be like, if you want to bring like consistency, like bro, I could send everyone a generic plan for peak week. They probably go all right.
Yeah.
But I'm like at that point where I want to just blow people away with the levels of conditioning.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing that I pride myself in is consistency, bro. Consistency over like a decade, you know? Like I've worked with some top pros, but one thing, even 10 years ago, my clients were still consistent as they are today.
Yeah.
And I think that only comes with constant monitoring.
Yes.
And that's the only way to do it. You know, like, yeah, I could take on probably 100 more clients, but I couldn't monitor them the same.
Yeah, no.
So
you're already
it's like
on your phone all day.
I'm on my phone all day as it is.
Well, and that's the thing. So I had a few people ask, like I'm assuming your phone's blown up, right, since the weekend. I've had a few people ask about because I don't know how many clients you got, right?
Yeah.
And they'll say, how many you got? I go, yeah, probably about 100.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Roughly like.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, the next question is, does he do it all himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I go, this guy's on his fucking phone all
24/7. I walk around this like shopping.
Yeah, and like I'll get a love heart tick, like of a photo at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I'll get my update at like 5 or 6 when he wakes up properly.
Yeah.
Like you're always on your phone.
Yeah, bro. Like, especially when it's contest season, like I wake up like every fucking hour, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still get like a decent sleep, but I swear down, if I look at my phone, it'll be like apply it. And don't get me wrong, like if it's like in the middle of the night and it's not someone who's in contest prep, it's really important, I'll wait till the morning. But if it's like someone who's in contest prep and I'll read it, I'll tick it, or then I'll like it, or I'll say something or reply.
It's actually good. Like when I sent you through the early morning ones, like at 2, it was cool because I was like, okay, I know he's seen it.
Yeah.
So I don't need to, because you'd usually send through any updates that you wanted me to do, like about 8:30, 9 o'clock, which is good on normal person time. But I didn't worry because I knew you saw it. So if I needed to do something, you would have let me know.
Yeah, and if it's important, it's like it's going to be replied to at 2, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
You know? But like, yeah, I think that's like one thing that I just pride myself as client communication.
Mm-hmm.
And it does mean my phone's going off 24/7, but I love this shit, man.
Yeah.
So it's
and the good
it's not work. It doesn't feel like work. Like it just feels like I'm just like I just want to be like an absolute, like one of the best coaches.
Well, that's what you said to me over the weekend. Like you want to as well as be the best bodybuilder you can be. I actually said this to Faz too. I said, I think you are, if you had to describe yourself, I would say you'd call yourself coach first, pro bodybuilder second.
Because I can't, there's just something, I can never put myself first.
Yeah.
I'm always that person who's gonna, like, say for example, I'm going to put you first and then I'm going to work around you. So if I'm prepping for a show, I'm still going to give the same level of fucking dedication as a coach, because coaching to me is my true passion.
Yeah.
Coaching for me is like my true calling. Bodybuilding, I love the lifestyle. I love what it's done for me. I love what it's allowed me to achieve. I love the mindset. I love the challenge. But like coaching is what like is my fire. That's my passion. But then I also have my own personal goals. So I'm not going to put my personal goals on hold. I believe that I can do both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't see why people, like, you can't do both.
I've had 2 clients this morning actually, like, stop coaching.
Yeah.
One, because they don't have time.
Yeah.
And 2, one was, I'm too busy.
Like, in my head, I'm like, just make time. Just get up early, go somewhere.
I was just like, that's fine. Yeah. That's cool. I'm like, because I'm like, how the fuck you don't have time?
But then if you've got a passion for something, you make time.
Fuck, bro, like as if you wouldn't want to just be in shape.
I know.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's like, okay, I get everyone's busy. I get everyone gets like whatever, right? But there's 24 hours in a day.
Exactly. So you just get up an hour earlier to do your cardio. You go sleep an hour later to get your training. Yeah. You've literally just made 2 hours to train.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But like, yeah, my passion's always been coaching. Like the adrenaline and goosebumps that I get, like, bro, like I remember I think I looked at you in Mike's gym and I fucking got shivers, bro. And like, that's like the fire that like I fucking love.
Yeah.
You know?
Heaps of people commented on that. They're like, fucking Jamie's like,
I'm just in like, this. I'm like fucking just, I got back home. I'm like adrenaline, man.
Yeah.
And like, that's what I used to get from stage when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I don't get that as much anymore. Like, I don't get that feeling on stage. I get that feeling when I see a client on stage. But then I still also have like my personal goals that like I'm too stubborn to let go of.
Yeah.
I know like this year I was like going to compete and I was like, okay, it's not the right time. So I learned to take a step back. And I think that that's probably the most the best thing I've done.
Yeah.
Because I've competed every single year since I was 17.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the first year.
This is my first year out. Bar my bicep operation, but I was still prepping to do a show.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was like forced to take that one out. But yeah, this would be my first year that actually took off. You know, and I think that was needed after bodybuilding. Bro, it's like 15 years
100%.
of highlight, like, you know, 15 years of bodybuilding. So that's my first year off. This will be, and it's this whole like, just, you know, the move to Australia, you know, engagement, getting established here, looking at starting new business avenues with bringing Flavor Gang in, bringing Professor Nuts in. There's a lot of moving parts, and we all know that, like you said, bodybuilding you have to have the right time. Like, everything has to be set up where you can just prep with no worries and no stress. And also, I want to make a big impact in the Australian scene as well. Like, because I see the standard on stage, and like, I'm just like, it might sound like arrogant, but I'm like, fuck, if I hold that guy, it'd be a whole nother level. And even some of the guys who place second, third, I'm like, if I go hold that guy, I'd smoke that guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds arrogant, but like, because I've done it for so long, I know what I'm capable of as a coach. So I want to bring that European level of like grainy,
it's a grainy condition, and that's it's like, I might not have had the physique of a lot of guys up there. Like, a lot of guys have got really good physique.
Yeah, like,
right?
yeah.
But the level of
hardness,
the hardness and the conditioning that I had stood out. To everybody.
Yeah, literally.
And anybody can get that regardless of genetics.
100%.
Because that's all hard work,
dedication,
coach, dedication,
and just knowing how to bring it all together.
Yeah.
At the final part, because one thing is, like, so many people play around so much with peak week. I know what's going to work peak. Yeah. Like, I've like I said to you, I actually said to you on the weekend, I said, I've fucked up so much on peak week. I know the levels of how hard you can push it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, to me, it's like, I know, like, I am so confident in my ability to peak. I just know I'm going to get it right. And I know what's going to happen. I know if I do this, it's going to happen. Yeah. Because it's like I can predict and see the future of what's going to happen. I'm like, nah, you're going to wake up fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I said that to you.
You kept saying that. Yeah.
I said, wait till you see that tomorrow.
Yeah. And what's actually funny is, we'll rewind back to when we first met. And I actually said to you, like, no one here really gets that level of conditioning that they should. Yeah. I said, if I ever competed again, that's what I would be going after. Yeah. Then go back to the New South Wales show with that shot looking down, like with the leg forward, which, like the Sean Roden pose thing. Like, if I said to you at the beginning of the prep,
this is how I want to look.
That's exactly how I want to look. Yeah. That's exactly how I want to look.
Yeah.
So when I saw that photo,
and that's the best part. Like, that's the best part. Like, sometimes bodybuilding to me is not winning. It's like envisioning, like, obviously, yes, we all want to win, but it's envisioning what I'll look in the mirror and I can see what I would look like. I know what I want to see. And sometimes when you just get that photo and you're like, that's how I want to look.
If I'd do another 20-week prep
just to look,
just for that photo, just to get that photo, right? And it's quite funny, like, when you say about winning, right? Yeah. So on the show day, I said, I'll go and walk to the show. So I called my missus on the way while I was walking. She said, how you feeling? I said, look, I feel good. I said, if I'm not winning today, it's because of my posing. Yeah. Okay. And that's the first thing you said to me.
I literally,
stage, right?
Like, I said the same thing.
So on the way to the venue, this is what I said. I said, if I'm going to lose today, it's because I didn't pose this prep. Yeah. I said, but in saying that, if I pose this prep because I hate it so much, I wouldn't have done the prep.
And you wouldn't have enjoyed it.
Okay. I would not have enjoyed the prep because it was more about how I look as opposed to how I present. Yeah. And I've never liked prep posing, right? And then I also said to her, it doesn't matter. Like, obviously I wanted to win. Yeah. I said, but I'm leaving the hotel room so happy with how I look.
That's the best feeling.
Right? That if I don't win and I become upset, I'm an asshole. Yeah, yeah. Because I still look the same. Yeah, yeah. But because I didn't win, I'm all of a sudden not happy. Yeah. As opposed to me leaving the hotel room pissed off because I look like dog shit, getting to the show and winning because no one's there, and then I'm happy. Yeah. No, it doesn't work.
There's no better feeling than waking up on show to being like, I'm on the fucking money. Yeah. And when you feel like that, you can't blame anyone else. You can't blame the judges. You can't blame your coach. You can't blame the competitors. You just got to be like, fucking okay, that's the feeling I have.
Everyone was happy with how I looked.
Yeah.
Better than last week. Yeah. I was fucking ecstatic. You were ecstatic. Yeah. Chris was happy. Yeah. And Chris was like, fuck, like, wow.
Yeah.
And then the judges are the judges.
Yeah.
Like,
You can't control.
I can't control.
Yeah. And I was honest with you. Like, I'm very honest as well. Do you know the score? Like, I'm super honest. I'm not no bullshit. Like, I said to you straight away. I said, honestly, bro, you know why you lost? Because you couldn't pose. Yeah. I said that literally. That's what I said to you after the thing. And I think I said you know that, you know. But I said you've more muscle, more conditioning. I said if you could pose, you probably would. You probably take it.
But I said it before I even fucking got to the venue.
Exactly.
So
you knew already. You're like, I know. Yeah.
I know. If it's gonna be close, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
You know. So and it was, and I put that without the posing excuse, because it's not an excuse. He beat me. I put him in my like post, the guy who won, because I didn't want it. But I know what people are going to say. They're going to see snapshots of photos.
Yeah, and they're going to...
And they go, fuck, you're bigger than him. Fuck, how did he beat you? Blah, blah, blah. No. He beat me. Yeah. Because he was a better... He presented his physique better than mine.
He put in the work posing
and he looked better.
He won fair because...
He made himself look better.
Like, even when Chris said, what do you think? I said second place. Yeah. Like, because I'm not going to... no, we should be first. Like, no, like, I watch bodybuilding shows all the fucking time. Like, I'm a realist. Yeah. Like...
I knew. As soon as they flipped me and the other guy, and they left him there, I knew.
Yeah. It was,
But it's okay. Nothing changed in my demeanor.
No, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
No, he still came out happy.
It was fine.
He got a big box of donuts, so you're even happier.
Just 2 boxes. And then we went shopping.
And then we went shopping and did about 20,000 steps.
Dude, that was we walked so much in that 3 hours. We visited like 6 shoe stores.
Yeah, literally. I think I did about 20,000 steps every day that weekend and trained like twice a day and did cardio for an hour.
It was fucking wild, man. It's such a good weekend.
It was actually a fucking really enjoyable weekend. Yeah, it was sick. Like I said, like even just going to undefeated gym, like even I went to, after we trained legs yesterday morning, I went back home to tea and I was my partner tomorrow and I was like, fucking, and I just missed training like that. Like, you know what I mean? Because like, I love the sessions when we train together. Yeah. You know?
We do. We got a good, we got a good vibe.
Yeah.
When we train.
Yeah. And it's like, there's no egos. Like I'll won't try, like you won't try to lift what I lift. Like I don't care what you lift. Like it's just fucking going after it.
And that's the thing. Like I haven't lifted like hard. Yeah. Until I started. I lifted the way I should. Yeah. Until I started prep. Yeah. Pretty much. Right. Yeah. And then when we trained it back in like on Sunday, I was like, fuck, I just competed. Yeah. And like you got like 6-7 plates on this motherfucker. I'm like, nah. Yeah, it's like it's smart, you know. Today. Yeah. But that's okay. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like
still going after it, like straight after the show. Like, that train legs for 3 weeks.
It's whether you train with someone, obviously you want to train with someone who's going to push you. Yeah. You can get pushed other ways. Yeah. You don't have to keep up with like that weight. Person doesn't have to be stronger than you. Yeah. Like you're stronger than me with movements. Yeah. But I can get more force reps for you. Yeah. I can do that. And then when I can work out where I'm at and do the same for me.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't really fucking matter.
It's like even when I train with Mike at the expo, like Mike's a strong motherfucker and he's an animal. So the motivation, we're both going to push our sets to the absolute fucking limit and we're both going to give it hell. And we ain't giving up. Yeah. And if he says 5 more, we're doing 5 more. And he says no 5 more, we're going to both do 5 more. You know, but I'm not going to lift what Mike lifts. And I'm also not going to train with the same form as Mike, because Mike's a little bit more explosive, a bit more aggressive. Now I know my body,
but he's also got thicker joints than you. And can handle these bodies built for
So I'm gonna slow it down a little bit, pause in the pocket a little bit more, because that's how I know my body responds to training. Yeah. You know, so I know if I throw it away, that's when injuries come. So it's just knowing your limitations and stay in your own fucking lane. Yeah. You know, and that's the biggest thing. Like every time I get injured, bro, like I said to you yesterday, it's when I'm not in my own lane. Yep. It's when I'm trying to do something stupid. Like, let me try sprint on here, you know, or let me try like do this or do that. Like, just stay in your fucking lane and be a bodybuilder, bro. Yep. You've done it for the last fucking 20 years.
Do what you do well and fucking nothing else.
Yeah, just don't try play sport. You know, that's my biggest hate when like a bodybuilder goes into like, I'm gonna start MMA and I'm thinking, recipe for disaster. Torn bicep, torn tricep. Yeah.
And that's it's because when I was a kid, I used to play all the sports.
Yeah, same.
And then I was a high school teacher. Yeah. And so I was across them all.
Yeah.
And now because Apollo's growing up, I'm like,
like I want to, but
because even when I was teaching, I could see things in my mind that I could do when I was like 16. Yeah. But then I'll go to do it. I'm like, shit, this ain't going to happen. This isn't going to work.
Because you lift the weight, go up, down.
Up, down, put it down.
Put it down, put it down. Even when you got to try to lift like fucking a box or something, you're like, this is, they're like, yeah, but you lift all day. And you're like, yeah, but this is a fucking awkward.
This is how I do anything, right? And everyone gives you shit for it. So I do nothing myself.
Yeah.
So if I've got to lift
I'm
boxes,
same.
I'm on air tasker.
Yeah, I'm same.
Lift box, 2
Yeah.
p.m.
Yeah.
You
Because
know
I'm
what I
like
mean?
this. I'm like, lifting this box could tear my bicep because, like, how many times have you seen a bodybuilder? Like, who was that bodybuilder? I think it was Jeremy Bundy. No, not Jeremy.
I know who you're talking about.
Men's physique guy. He tore his bicep bowling.
Mm-hmm.
Bowling. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, don't do anything, Jay.
Nothing, man.
It's like sometimes, like, tomorrow, shall we do that? I'm like, this could be a little bit of an injury there, so I think I'll just stay in my own lane. Like,
I'll go for a walk.
Let's go for a massage.
Yes. Get a massage. Fucking go for a walk.
Spa
Have
day.
a coffee, spa nails.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll wrap up. Okay. So goals for you this year. What do you? Okay, it's almost the end of the year. Let's say the next 12 months.
Okay.
What are you looking to for yourself in terms of like your personal goals, bodybuilding, comps, and then in the coaching aspect?
So first of all, like, I've got a lot of pros competing at the end of this year. So I've got Jan in Prague. I've got Moosey, Matt. There's a ton of my pro clients doing those last few shows in Asia. I've got a ton of Asian clients hitting the shows. So obviously go back to Dubai for the next 4 weeks. I've got clients there in shows, and then I'm going to hook up with a few of the pros there. Sam's over there, obviously. Moosey's over there. So really want to just get some really good placings with some of the pro clients. I believe Jan's going to shock a lot of people this year. I showed him the other day. I think Jan's going to be very fucking dangerous. He's putting a lot of muscle and he's grinding. And then I've got a few clients that can turn pro in a lot of the shows. So hopefully a few more pro cards by the end of the year, because at the moment I'm 18. So I'd like to get up to over 20 by the end of this year. And then next year, I just really, honestly, like, I'm fucking excited for season A and season C, because if I can get hold of a few of these guys, I know what I can do with them. So my plan is to obviously be here for season A, then probably go and hit some of the international shows with clients in between, and then obviously come back for season C. And then, I just really want to get established here as a quality coach.
So, anyone in Australia that like would want to speak to you about your services, what's the best way to get in touch?
Just Instagram. I keep it pretty simple. Instagram or WhatsApp was there. Yeah. And I just kind of like, you'll inquire through Instagram or WhatsApp. It's all over there. That's just the easiest way for me. Yeah, man. And then personal goals, man. I want to get back on stage one. Like, bro, like, I'll be straight. Like, you give me the fire on this weekend, man. Like, obviously I had a few. The problem with this year is like, yes, I had all the moving parts, but I had a few injuries. Like, we were in a really good flow. I was in a really good off-season flow, because I was actually going to do the end of this year. And then I pulled my back. And that kind of just knocked me off. And then I had a little, like, minor grade 1 tear in my upper quad. Nothing serious. And then I did my hamstring. So it was kind of like, almost like a blessing in disguise, because it was kind of like telling me, okay, this is actually a year that you just need to chill. Pull back. Obviously I got engaged this year as well. So we got my engagement party on there.
You would have had to have dealt with that too.
So like the thought of like, I was like, this is not smart. Like, I'd be like 2 weeks out from a show, and like everyone be here, my family be here, and I'd be an engagement party. And I was like, Jay, just, take the loss this time. Like, obviously I want to be left like tomorrow in the engagement party as well. So I think next year, I was actually speaking to a close friend of mine, Joe, who's like a really close friend. And he always like overlooks and helps. So we've kind of been like linking and knocking heads again. So yeah, I'd definitely like to do a show next year, but I'm a realist, man. I know that I need to go into a show with a solid off season. And I've been experimenting a lot with like peptides and stuff at the moment. So I haven't really had like an off season. I've just kind of been staying in shape. And I'm just going to kind of, again, experiment for the next 6 to 8 weeks with that. And then probably from the new year, put a game plan in place and just see when is feasible for me to compete, because I've obviously got to look at like, okay, season A's here, season C's here.
I was speaking to Aaron over the weekend, or last at the Expo actually, and like one of his gripes, he was whinging, was there's no 212 shows until like fucking
May.
Yeah,
like season starts.
So it's like 5th or 6th month of the year.
But that's quite good for me.
That's what I mean. So it is good for you. So you can
get the season A and
out of the way,
because like this year, my biggest was the start of the year, the end of the year. The middle of the year was actually pretty relaxed. So I'm thinking like potentially middle of next year or end of.
Just replay what you were going to do this year.
Basically. Because then I get married in 2027. So it's like, this is actually the year that I've got free.
Yes.
And you
get your 6 month off season then.
Yeah. And then, so it'd either be the end of this year, end of next year, middle of next year, or potentially 2027. But I'd like to get on stage before that. I think it just keeps the hunger alive.
Yeah.
You know.
When you get back from Dubai, we're going to put some sessions back together.
Yeah, get some on YouTube again.
Yeah,
that'll be sick. I said it's like training with you was just cool, man. Just like get after it together.
It's fun. It's fun.
You know, I think as you get older and when you're like a guy in bodybuilding, it's just like you're like fun. You know, your fun time is like, let's go hit the gym together. Let's train legs together.
Yeah,
you know, let's train legs together and we might go eat after.
Yeah, that's our fun time.
Yeah. It's like that's like your lad time when you get older. Isn't it?
No more partying.
No more partying. Just fucking
going to bed early, getting up late.
Getting to bed at 9, getting up at fucking 5, and just hitting legs.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun, man.
No, it is. All right. Well, I would really want to thank you.
Thank you as well.
For the prep. You know what it meant to me.
Yeah.
And look, to be honest, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you.
Yeah.
So
appreciate that, man.
It's like everyone knows how it came about, but now everyone knows like who got me there.
Yeah.
You know, and that excites me because now they know what you can fucking do.
Yeah.
And like and I said this to you also. I said, like, you get good work out of this because I've been in the industry for so long here. And like everyone saw this.
Yeah, literally. I think we went viral.
Well, I was looking at my impressions on my Instagram. In August, I was like 260,000.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that. September's over 1 million.
Yeah, so it's crazy. You know
what I mean? So
even I had Nick Walker. I was chatting to Nick all this morning, bro. Yeah. And he was like, what did you do? And I was like, I told him, I was like, we're gonna film a podcast later, you know. So there's loads of people messaging me like, can you do a video of like what you did?
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I said let's just jump on this podcast.
So like it was like in to wrap it up, like and it wasn't simple, but it kind of like we had things that we implemented that we know work.
Yeah.
So the waist trainer, we know that works. Okay. Fast digesting food, so fast in, fast out, so nothing sat in the gut.
Yeah.
Low protein, low fat.
The
carbs just went higher as I got leaner, as my body functioned better. Look, I'm a massive advocate now of colonics.
Yeah.
Not only do they empty you out, but what they're doing for me health wise, energy wise, and how I feel, like insane.
And I think just designing your PD stack with your peptide stack to just keep systemic inflammation down, keep gut inflammation down, and just your gut health protocol.
Yeah, the gut health protocol, it was a game changer.
Yeah. It's literally just combining it all together.
Yeah.
It's like there's people like think there's just one simple answer. And it's like, no, you put these like 10 different things together and then it will work.
It just takes care of that. That takes care of that. It's all together.
Yeah.
And look, it's a mission taking all the tablets.
Yeah.
But you get into a routine and it's so much easier when fucking shit happens. Shit's working.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
You know? So like again, thank you.
Yeah. I told Jimmy I'd see him in 20...
we got 10 years. So every 10 years I'm doing a show.
So it'll be, 2035.
2035.
Yeah, so we'll prep then.
I'll be 53.
Well, you probably might as well just do masters when you're 50. So we might as well just call it 8 years.
Call it 50.
Yeah. So I'm going to be like 40 by then, bro. So.
Yeah, you can do the masters though.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And see you soon. All right, guys. Hey, just real quick. Have you guys tried the replenish sachets that we're selling downstairs? Each sachet, 800 milligrams of sodium, 300 potassium, and 80 magnesium. These are for people that are going in the sauna that just want to be rehydrated, replenished. Real simple to use too. You just rip them open up the top, grab a drink bottle, and they go straight in your bottle like that. Throw them away. Bit of a shake. And they're done. Max, what flavor you got?
Lychee.
Henry?
What have I got?
Apple, mate.
Apple. My favourite, actually.
And I got watermelon.
I tried this the other day.
Apple is my favourite too. Watermelon's all right. I don't usually like watermelon, but watermelon's all right. Yeah, so they're good for the sauna people. All right.